Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix for WRL Season 4. You see here that in qualifying, we already have a 15.0 and we crossed the line at the end of the session to record another 15.0, around about 1/100th of a second quicker, and unable to beat either Zenith or Viper, who managed to get into the 14s in qualifying. Good job by both of those guys. Third place start is going to be sort of acceptable for us, and we'll try and get by at least one of those two guys into turn 1. It looks like Viper has chosen to start on the prime tyre, so that might make our job of trying to pass him a little easier, so he won't get the same amount of traction as we will on the option tyre. The lights are on, 5th light, and off we go. And yes, we have got an initial launch much greater than the Sauber driver, and straight back up into second position, and now it's just the Williams between us and the lead of the race. He has got a fantastic start though, so we might have to spend some time to try and catch up to him. Unfortunately for Viper though, he destroys his car on the first lap, and that leaves Zenith and I out front, as it caused a bit of carnage behind, I believe, as then it's clouding the wall there, and we've sort of followed him in. We do set the fastest lap as we try to keep the Williams driver within arm's distance. And on lap 6 it looks like he's lost a slight bit of end plate there at Saint Devote, and by lap 8 we seem to have slightly better tyre wear, or maybe the wing level that he is suffering from lack of at the front there is affecting his pace, and we're all over him at Mirabeau, taking a defensive line into Lowe's hairpin. He is. Slight contact there. Luckily we're not Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, and we continue there. Look how close we are through Portier. He does have a lot of traction though, so probably not going to be able to make a move into the Nouvelle chicane, but nevertheless we'll follow the footage to see what happens. Looks like he slightly outbraked himself and cuts the chicane a little bit. But I'm unable to make a move there, and we'll cut to a couple of laps later, and it looks like he's had slight contact with the wall on both sides there. Try and go on the outside there, no room to do that. Again, a little tap on the exit of the Lowe's hairpin, and through Porty I've gone a bit wide, so not going to have a good line through there. But Gregory destroying his vehicle on debut, so neither Sauber finishing the race, and we're not going to make a pit stop. And what's this stationary Zenith there? Anyhow, we enter the pits. I believe both of us go for primes at this stage of the race. And you see that we of course jump him as he has to change his wing. But his teammate Tully does not pit that lap and decides to pit the next lap. And check this out for a consequence. A penalty for an illegal overtake. That was a little bit disappointing, but I don't think it affected our end position, so not too much tantrum about that. We get the green flag in the lead, and Zenith is the car behind. Further around that lap, it's still lap 14, and Zenith is right behind. Listen to this. A slight contact with his front wing to our gearbox, pushing us across that chicane, and then I'm looking there in the pause menu to see there's a reset the track button, but unfortunately there wasn't. But putting that pause menu on did mean that my car ghosted, so thankfully no one hit me as I was facing the opposite way. We catch up to this Cena just in time to see him make a mistake at Anthony Nodes. But really unfortunate there, we had a collision with the barrier firstly, and then with Zenith spinning us around to end our pirouette. We went back to last position, and as we catch Tooley, it is time to pit for a very long stint on option tyres, 16 laps, and the first gap we get there is 19 seconds to third position and a podium spot. But that's Bungie that we've actually undercut with 3 laps on these option tyres. as we go for the fastest lap there. So this undercut could get us up into second position potentially, as Tooley surely will be undercut by our strategy. And here it is actually, 6.5 seconds up the road only to Tooley, so we've kind of caught up about 13 seconds in 4 laps, and he must have had destroyed tyres. And another fastest lap means that we are catching Zenith in fact, and it's only 9.4 seconds to the lead of the race. He has made his final stop though. So even though we have spun out and lost so much time in that middle stint, only 10 seconds, but as we try to keep that gap down to 10 seconds in case here's a penalty, we spin ourselves on the inside barrier of Portier, and that really means that Zenith will escape, and he goes on to win the race, second in a row for him, and we're going to come home in second position. Not a bad recovery, but still not what we wanted to have as a result. Congratulations to the Williams driver. And of course, the next race is the Canadian Grand Prix, not one of my favourite tracks. But we will hope to get back on the top step of the podium then. I've been Jacko. See you later.